And we're joined right now by sophomore guard LaBradford Franklin out of Temecula with us here on Extra Sports 1360. LaBradford, congratulations on the winning streak. Keep it going, man. What great stuff.
I know. Thank you very much, and we're very excited with our start, and we're excited to keep it going.
LaBradford, speaking of keeping it going, where are you guys going to get to Colorado, Fort Collins on Saturday? Do you think you're just going to go directly there this time, or are you going to try to stop over in Wyoming, maybe a couple of days in Kansas, spend a week or two in Alabama? That was a crazy trip, huh?
Hopefully we get a straight trip this time. I talked to our managers, and they said that it should be a straight trip, straight to Colorado. And our past trip was definitely an experience, and that's what we're all here for. The ultimate goal was to get there and get the win, and that's what we did.
You've had to stick with it a little bit because Coach Steve Fisher, he alters his lineup, he alters the guys that he uses, and some days you don't get in, but then a game like a couple of weeks ago, you come in, play a critical role, game in New Mexico that. It's how is that for you in keeping your focus, mental toughness throughout the season?
Man, that's what Coach Fisher really stresses to all the guys is the mental toughness. His little mantra, or our motto, is MTXC, mental toughness, extra effort. And I just try to live by that every day. And he's been telling me at every practice to stay ready. And I have been doing that, going hard in practice, focusing, and they notice it. And then when I do get the opportunity, I make the most of it.
That's the key thing. LaBradford Franklin is with us from the San Diego State Aztecs. I thought you really, as Ben brought up, LaBradford really played well in that game at New Mexico, and you hadn't played in a couple of games prior to that one. Mm-hmm. Is it difficult to not play, and then when you get your chance to be able to deliver the way you like to?
It's definitely difficult not playing because I feel like I have so much to contribute to the team. But at the same time, we're 12th in the country and we're winning, and that's the ultimate goal of a player. And when I do get called on, I still have the ultimate confidence in myself that when I do get the opportunity, I've been playing basketball my whole life. It's just another game of basketball. And when Coach Fish gave me the opportunity, that's how I looked at it. And I made the most of it and got the win, which was the ultimate goal.
How do you make that tough decision? Because you look at a number of other college basketball teams right now, and quite frankly, LaBradford, you'd be playing for a lot of them. You might be in the starting lineup a lot of different places, but this is, as you said, the 12th ranked team in the nation, so you don't get quite the playing time you might somewhere else. I know you even mentioned it a few days ago. Yeah, some guys get in your ear and say, hey, you were a star at Great Oak High School. Why don't you transfer out of San Diego State? We'll get you playing time right away, but you wanted to stick it out and enjoy the benefits of winning rather than necessarily the more playing time. Why is that?
I feel like I'm learning a lot more actually winning, because I'm building a winning feeling, and being around a group of winners every day, it has no choice but to rub off on me. And I feel like my attitude has definitely changed. I just have a winning attitude, and I feel like here, when I do get my opportunity, which I have, it's going to be on a lot bigger stage than if I had went somewhere else. And I love it here. That's why I chose to stay also.
That's the one. That's the smart answer right there, LaBradford. It's look at the weather outside. Look at it, 72 degrees and absolutely perfect.
Exactly.
And you guys are going to be heading into the snow probably again here in a couple of days to take on Colorado State. LaBradford Franklin is with us. LaBradford, just real quick before we let you go, what's your take on the differences between this year's Aztecs and last year's Aztecs? Both teams have been last year's team was incredible. This year's team has been incredible, but every team's a little bit different. So what's your take on the two differences?
I feel like last year's team, besides the fact that we both years have won, we had a lot more, I would say, individual talent, which came together and which took us so far last year. I feel like this year we have a lot more team talent, team chemistry, and we're buying into what Coach Fisher and everyone on the coaching staff has to say, and we're all playing together. And I feel like if we didn't play as a team this year, we wouldn't be having as much success, and that's just a character to the players on the team. We all have a winning attitude. We all don't mind who scores. We all just want to win, and it's showing. And, you know, the ultimate goal is we're 12th in the country, and that's all anyone can really ask for, is just to get that recognition.
Well, we can ask for you to be number like 5 or 6 or 4 in the country.
Definitely.
Can we ask you that?
Yeah, that's
I'm just curious, LaBradford, when you come out in your jersey, how often do fans scream out, Jamal, Jamal, and how often do they call Jamal LaBradford? Does it ever happen?
You know what? Surprisingly, they can decipher both of us very well. But the common question we get a lot is if we're related. Earlier on with those questions, we would go with it, but now people are starting to be like, no, that's Jamal, that's LaBradford. They know us apart besides from our last names. So I mean, it was definitely a fun joke to go with in the beginning that we're brothers, but now they pretty much know who we are now, and they don't really get that mixed up anymore.
Everybody's figured it all out, and I know that the Aztecs were looking for another Franklin to transfer last year too, I think, and that didn't work out at the last minute, but everything's working out well for LaBradford. Franklin, last several games, has been a real key contributor. I know Steve Fisher has been very complimentary of your play, LaBradford, and we wish you the best of luck on Saturday at Colorado State. Keep the winning streak going, man.
Thank you so much, and that's the plan.